Clarence. Is that a good story, Clarence? And we'll stop.
Yeah.
So I'll just give a little background here. You know, the Pershing was a match. We built it as a match to what? To catch up to the Germans. They had a better tank than we did. Their Panther tank. It outfired us. It had better armor. And our Shermans were fast. They were good on gas, I believe. So we could outdistance them in a long combat, but we couldn't compete firepower with them, with a Sherman, and our armor wasn't as good. And so United States, in its great ingenuity, put together a very comparable tank to the Germans, and we could produce it fairly fast. And but I guess maybe 10 or 12 were sent to Europe total. And there's some person we know that was the first one to fire it over in Europe. You know who that was?
No.
Wasn't it you? Yeah, it was you. You were the first to and so how did they pick you? You never even went to tank school. How did you be the one to first fire an experimental tank?
I questioned that. Why me? You know? And they said, well, we thought we picked the best crew for the new tank.
Your crew was the best. And that's Paul Faircloth wasn't around anymore. But he molded you into the best. And then Early and Big Mo, you know, Big Mo took you under his wing, and this is the result of it. And so now what?
Now we got it into the tank, and they announced we're going to try and hit that house about 1,000 yards away.
Unoccupied.
Yeah.
Unoccupied house.
Yeah.
And we had to bring in the big brass. Was General Rose there?
Oh yeah.
All the officers that they need to know strategy wise what this tank is capable of.
Yeah.
They have to know how this new tool is going to be used in battle. And they needed the demonstration, and you were the one, and you're about 1,000 yards from a little house.
I fired anyway, and I hit the target and blew it up.
And what happened to Rose when you fired?
The whole group of people, they were all edged up there to get a good view. And when I fired, the muzzle brake threw all of the shot and gases back under there and knocked the wall down on the ground.
So the experienced combat soldiers didn't realize the power of this new tank.
Yeah.
Did the Sherman have a muzzle brake on it?
A small one.
A small one.
Yeah.
But this had a more powerful gun, so it had a bigger aggressive brake. And a brake is going to like send the concussion of the aftershock of the shell release sideways. Yeah. And the men that were gathered didn't realize they were going to get knocked down.
Hello.
Hi, Patty. So then they asked for a second shot.
Yeah, and they said this time it's be 1,500 yards, and I fired. And there was like a pantry built on the side of a house, and had a brick chimney sticking up. I fired, knocked the chimney off. Everybody is carrying on outside there. And they said, now for our last shot, we're going to attempt to get that part of the chimney that's sticking out on the other side of the house. And just the top of it. I fired, and a big red cloud went up. The
red cloud from the brick.
Yeah. Everybody was cheering. Everybody was happy.
That must have been a day. And